Hello everyone, it's Alexis. Welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title, I'm gonna go ahead and give you my full face makeup routine, how I do it. Again, this is just how I do it. You may do it a totally different way. I am no professional or makeup artist, so this is just the way I learned and the way I like it for my face structure. So you can take bits and pieces or you can make it your own. So let's go ahead and get on into it. Okay, so the first thing I start with is putting my hair up in a ponytail. That way I don't get makeup in my hair, and that way my hair doesn't get in my face and ruin my makeup. So I just go ahead and throw it up any which way. It doesn't really matter. Alright, so I go ahead and start with a primer. And the one that I'm going to be using is Tarte Base Tape. It is the hydrating primer. So I have really dry skin, so I have to use a very hydrating primer. That way my forehead doesn't produce like extra oils because it is so dry. So I just put a decent amount, rub it in, put it all over my face. Okay, and if you're not satisfied with the amount you put on, you can always put on more. So I'm going to put a little bit more on my forehead, just because that is my problem area. Okay, so now when I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my foundation. And the one that I use is a little bit more high-end. It is the Your Skin But Better foundation. I really like this because it is made for dry skin. It moisturizes your skin. And in 2 weeks, it's supposed to improve your bare skin. So that is pretty nice. And if you don't care, or if you don't have like the money and the means to buy like a high-end foundation, I would suggest getting the NYX foundation. It's the Bear With Me one. That one works just as well, although this one, it's a little bit more lightweight, which is why I like it. So I go ahead and put a few pumps on. Put it on my cheeks, on my forehead, just dot it on. Alright, and then I go ahead and blend it in. No, it looks a little bit light, but once I get my bronzer on, it will all come together nicely. And if you do see me looking up, it's because I'm looking in my big mirror. It's easier to see. My nose ring got a little twisted. So I'm going ahead and blending it all in. Takes me a little bit because I'm very particular about how it looks. You can go ahead and fast forward if you want. Okay, and I am about finished blending it in. Alright, gonna fix my nose ring again. If it looks like I'm picking my nose, that's why, because I'm fixing my nose ring. It goes all over the place when I put my foundation on. Okay, so my next step is my concealer. I use the Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer. I really like this one. It, again, is high-end, and it's from Benefit. I haven't really found a good drugstore concealer yet that is my holy grail, so for right now, I'm just gonna stick with high-end because it is tried and true. So I go ahead and put it in the inner corner a little bit, and then the outer a little bit again, and then the inner a little bit, the outer a little bit. Here, I'll put a little bit more on this end. I just do this that way my dark under circles don't show through. And I'm going ahead and grabbing my sponge. This one is the Tarte sponge. It is a Shape Tape. You can grab any sponge. I don't really think the sponge makes a difference. Some people do, but I don't. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pat it in. Again, I can bring it in the center if I would like. Kind of patting it and moving it side to side a little bit, but not too hard because your skin is very gentle. And then I'll bring whatever I have left on the top and I'll pat that in. All right, I'll go ahead and go to the other side. Then I'll bring the excess and pat it on top. All right, that looks good. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. Perfect. Okay, and then after that, I go ahead and go in with a powder. It's the CoverGirl True Blend. And to me, I can't really tell a difference in a powder. The powder really doesn't make or break it, I don't think. Some people may disagree with me, but it always ends up looking the same. My makeup does. So I'm gonna grab a very little amount and press it in where my face gets a little bit more oily. So I'm gonna grab the teeniest amount. I'm gonna go to my cheeks, kind of press that in, go on my cheek, go on my nose, and I'm gonna go on my T-zone. I'm gonna grab a little bit. Making sure to stay away from my hairline because that's where I get very dry. All right, and now I'm done with that. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my brow pencil. So I have the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I really like this one because of how thin it is. It's very easy to get in to the places that you want. But another good recommendation is a Maybelline brow pencil. They all kind of work the same. So I'm gonna go right there, right where my brows start, fill it in very lightly. And then when I go out here, I'm gonna go a little bit darker. And I don't do mine too dark just because I do have very light hair. So I'm trying to make it match my hair color. And then towards the end, I can go darker. There it is. And I'm gonna go ahead and go into the other side. This one I'll start right here and I'll go very light. Work my way out, go a little bit darker. And the darkest point is gonna be the outer part. Put a little bit more on this side. There. Perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my eyeliner and I'm going to outline my waterline on both the bottom and the top. This is what I do. Some people may not prefer this, but that is okay. And I'm gonna go in with Maybelline Unstoppable. I don't really care for this one. I like the Maybelline Tattoo eyeliner better just because it seems to be a lot darker and go on a lot smoother. So again, I'm gonna grab my little sponge and put it down here. That way I don't have a finger mark. And I'm gonna go ahead and outline my waterline. Okay. And then if I do have like a little mark from pulling it down, I'm gonna go ahead and just pat it in. Make it look as natural as possible. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go on the other side and do the same thing. Again, I'm gonna pat it. I know I may do my makeup like the wrong order, but this is just how I have always done it. You can do it any order you would like. This is just what I do. To me, there is no right or wrong. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go to the top and I'm gonna outline my top. And I like my eyeliner very dark. That way my eyes pop. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the other side. Oh, my contact moved. All right, that is good for me. And again, you can just apply as much as you want. If you want more, go ahead and put more. If you want less, put less. I'm gonna put a little bit more on top, just because I like it to be a little bit darker on top. Ooh, my makeup, or my contact moved again. It's the only thing about, the sucky thing about wearing makeup and like eye makeup when you have contacts is your contacts may move. So now I'm gonna do my mascara. I know I do it out of order. It's really weird, but this is just the way I do it again. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my brush wet. Oh, and I use Monsieur, I don't know if I'm saying it right, Big from Lancome. This is my holy grail mascara. I have not found a mascara that works better than this one. Although Maybelline Lash Sensational is a close second, but this is my absolute favorite. Now, I get asked if I wear fake eyelashes. I do not. My eyelashes are just naturally long. I was blessed with them. I'm a firm believer that it's hard to get your eyelashes to look long if you have short eyelashes. So it just kind of helps that I have longer eyelashes to begin with to help them look longer. So I'm going to start with my bottom. I know it's really weird. I have very long bottom eyelashes, so I start with my bottom. That way, if I start with my top and I look down, it doesn't go and smudge on me. So I'm gonna apply a thin layer, all right, to my likings. Yes, that is good. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the other side and do the same thing. I'm very careful because my eyelashes are so long, I don't want to over apply. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let them dry for a little bit. And now I'm gonna go to my top. I know I look really weird. All right, so the technique that I've noticed that works the best for me is I'm going to apply bottom to top, and I'm gonna blink as I do it. All right, and I'm done. That is one coat. I go ahead and do the other side. All right, a little bit more there. It is to my likings, so I am done with my mascara. And I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my bronzer. And I am using the L'Oreal Paris True Match Lumi Bronze It. I just use any kind of bronzer. I don't really care which one I use. They all do the same thing in my opinion. And I'm gonna grab a random brush and go ahead and get it full of contour, or bronzer I mean. Go ahead and tap it off a little bit. And it helps me if I make this face. And I'm gonna go ahead and go from the inside out, but I'm gonna go ahead and apply a lot more on the outside. And I'm gonna do a circular type motion. All right. I'm gonna apply a little bit more. Again, you can apply as much as you would like into your likings. So if you want to apply more than me, go ahead. If you want to apply less, go for it. You do you. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my other side. And I'm gonna go from the inside out and do a circular motion again. And I have a harder time doing this side. That is why I keep looking at the other side to make sure it is even. And I'm gonna go ahead and put more on. All right, perfect. Now we are going to go ahead and move on to blush. The blush I use is from Milani. It is a baked blush and it is called Petal Primavera. And I go ahead and grab any type of brush, swirl it around, grab as much as I would like. And what I do is try to go on my apples of my cheek and then go outwards. I try to stay kind of close by the bronzer, that way it looks as natural as possible, and I try to blend it into the bronzer. All right, I'm gonna go to the other side. I don't like to put as much blush as bronzer just because my cheeks are naturally rosy. All right, I'm gonna start on the inside and work my way out. Again, making sure I get the apples on my cheeks. All right, and my next step is, I can't think of the word, highlighter. So I'm gonna grab my brush and grab my highlighter, and I'm gonna go ahead and go back and forth. And I am using the e.l.f. Moonlight Petals, and I like a lot of highlighter. Again, you can use as much as you would like or as little as you would like. And I'm gonna go ahead and just apply it right here and out where the light would naturally hit my face. and I do a couple of lines, right? And I'm gonna go to the other side. Alright, and that is my makeup. Okay, now once that is done, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my chapstick from Burt's Bees. It is in Red Dahlia, and I'm gonna go ahead and just put it on my lips. This gives my lips a natural tint to them without being too over the top. Thank you all for watching my video. I hope my makeup routine was helpful for you. And if you liked this video, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up and give me some of your makeup suggestions and your Holy Grail products. Thank you for watching.